Hello, and welcome to my QTP video tutorial where I will show you how to write a function with a return value but that has no inputs. In this video, I'll be covering the following three topics. First, what is a function with a return value and no inputs? Second, what is a real-world example of a function with a return value and no inputs? And third, how do I write the code to use it? As a reminder, to stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button. This moves us to our first topic, which asks the question, what is a function with a return value and no inputs? Well, first off, a function is a reusable piece of code that has a specific task it is responsible for doing. You have the ability to pass in inputs, but this is optional. For this video, we will not be using them. You also have the ability to pass out a return value, but this is optional as well. However, for this video, we will be sending out a return value. This now moves us to the second topic, which asks the question, what is a real-world example of a function with a return value and no inputs? Let's imagine for a moment that you are needing to know what time it is. Since you have your watch on, you look down at your wrist and see what time it is. This is an example of a function with no input parameters that has a return value. The function is the process of you looking down at your watch to see what time it is. It's repeatable. Every time you need to know what time it is, all you need to do is look down at your wrist, and you'll see that time. The return value in this example is you finding out what time it is. For example, if you look down at your watch and you see that it's 8 o'clock in the morning, the return value of you looking down at your watch is you finding out that it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Now there's no input needed since those same steps can be repeated with no changes needing to be made. This moves us to the third topic, which asks the question, how do I write the code to use it? I will now show you how to write code in QTP to create a function that has no input parameters but that does have a return value. To create a function, you need to begin by typing the word function, then hit the space bar. Now you'll see that once I hit the space bar, QTP went ahead and did some additional work for me. What's happened is that QTP recognized that I was looking to create a function. So in this example, it created an empty line at line 2. The reason that it did that is it knows that I'm going to have to put code in the body of the function to be executed when the function is called. It also knows that I need the words end function at the end of the function for the code to work properly. So it goes ahead and does that for me, just to get me started. We now need to give the name of a function. So to call back to the real-world example that I had used a couple of slides before where we found out what time it is, I'll call this function, what time is it? But you can name your function anything you would like, it doesn't make a difference. After you've typed in the name of a function, you need to type in an open parentheses. Now here, the inputs are optional in a function. You can provide inputs if you would like. You can provide 1, 2, or as many as you would like. Or you don't have to give any at all. In this example, we're not going to have any inputs coming into the function. So I'll just go ahead and type in a closing parentheses, then hit the enter key to move into the body of the function. Now in this example, we're going to be sending out a return value from the function. To send out a return value, what you need to do is reference the name of the function. Now an easy way to do this is to double-click the name of the function, copy it, click down to the end of the body of the function, paste back in the name of the function, hit the space bar, type an equal sign, hit the space bar, and then type in whatever value you would like to pass out of the function. So for this, all we're looking to do is just pass out whatever the current time is. So to do that in QTP, all I would need to do is type in the word now. What will happen when this function is called is the return value coming out will give the current date and time. This now concludes our video where I have shown you how to create a function that does not have inputs but that does have a return value. Thank you, and I hope that you have a great day.